want to start something new where we already watch all the shows and we don't do reviews with you guys, obviously, but we do kind of in-house reviews where we talk about them on the couch, makeup free, just lounge clothes on. And I'm like, we should upload our commentary to YouTube because we be in here making each other laugh so hard.
So we're probably gonna make you laugh too.
Yeah.
Our commentary is very funny.
Yeah.
And it's really jokey joke stuff. I mean, we really just sit here, we watch the episode. It's like while the episode is on, it's like, oh, I can't wait till the episode over.
All right.
So we can talk about it.
Yeah, so we can talk about it. So we're gonna do like more shows. We watch The Housewives. We're into the documentaries and all of that. But today we're gonna start off with Love and Marriage Huntsville. You guys know that they just got started with the new season and we're now on episode 2. So we're gonna give you guys a little recap of episode 1 and 2. But first, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And leave us a comment below letting us know what other shows should we watch and give you guys a little funny commentary review on.
We're always looking for new shows to watch. I feel like sometimes we even get bored. And of course, the season is just not coming back with all the shows. Yeah. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, we are excited about Love and Marriage. We have been tracking and trying to figure out like, okay, when is the trailer dropping? And then now that the season has officially started, we're like, okay, we got to do a review on Love and Marriage. So I watched the second episode, I think yesterday. She just watched it literally like an hour ago.
But look, before we get into that, I've got to say this. I've been waiting. Are we going to talk about any of the tabloid stuff that was going on? Because they're doing the show as though none of those conversations took place.
So I think that, and we know that the internet is full of crap.
Got it.
I feel like people are getting paid on like these false narratives. Because I don't think that there's some like baby that, you know, Marsau
does not have a baby, y'all. I don't believe that.
And like, what's his brother's got a side
DUI with the lipstick on. And
I don't believe. Yeah,
I don't believe that either.
So what do you believe?
Well, I do want to talk about the lawsuits. Are those in existence?
What lawsuits?
When it comes to like Mel, I really want to know what's the with Mel and the network. You know, when Nene left the Atlanta Housewives, we caught up and we kept getting revised on what's the relationship between Nene
the network and
the network. I want to know.
I feel like if Mel sued the network, I think it would be a huge story. And the fact that it's not, it's kind of like a blogger story.
Right. But I just, because that narrative even came out,
I also feel like
interesting to know
what's real and what's not.
Yeah.
I think the fact that I feel like Carlos too, like Carlos King, y'all know, he really addresses stuff even when he kind of doesn't want to. I feel like her fans are the type of fans that would bully Carlos to the point where he would have to, if it was real, yeah.
Okay, I'll accept that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really was like,
I wonder.
So I wonder, it was so many different things going on. Most of them, of course, no, we don't believe. We know that, you know, they be in the streets talking, especially when the season's off.
Yeah.
And you really can't watch weekly what they're talking about in the streets.
Right.
So no, I knew that most of it was garbage. But I really would like to know, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that wants to know what's that relationship like.
Okay, so let's start off with Miss Wanda being a part of the new season. I'm so excited. I got hooked on Love and Marriage Huntsville a little late. I got hooked on, I can't remember what season, but I missed like the first couple of seasons.
You did, and I was telling you how
I do need to go back and watch it too.
And so you really got to watch it.
But I've not seen like a lot of Miss Wanda in full effect, and I hope that she brings it this season because she cracks me up.
So for the fans, just so you know, a lot of people loved her, and a lot of people were like, "Get your mama."
Yeah. Because she's a lot.
This show.
Yeah.
She's really beyond a lot.
She's a lot.
She is so disrespectful. That is unreal.
She crosses boundaries.
That are unreal. And you just sit there and look like, did she really just say that to your
I
husband?
just love watching Marsau squirm anytime she's...
He wants to die.
Because she's always like holding him accountable and
She
trying to.
walks in the front door, he leaves out the back door.
Yes.
Literally. Like, and that's always been their little thing.
Yes.
I remember, since you can see the earlier episodes, girl, he bought her this truck. Y'all remember that truck he bought her? The food truck.
Who bought? Marceau brought Miss Rhonda a food truck?
To shut her up and get her
A
his house
business.
and a business. Like,
Something to do.
Tisha, get your mama some business. Sonita's food truck was back from, I forget what year it was, but when I tell you, I probably have not seen a food truck. I've not seen a truck. Forget food, travel, otherwise. I've not seen a truck like that probably since I was a little girl. And even then, the truck was old. But anyway, they fixed up this food truck. Let me just say,
I don't know why I'm laughing already because I just feel like it's about to be stupid.
you know,
She's.
I've already described the food truck, so that's just a given. For whoever watched the season, y'all know what I'm talking about. You have some people that you got a food truck now, you have a business. I'm assuming you booked and busy. You got locations, pop up here, pop up there. Girl, you really got that life now. When I tell you she was dragging that food truck around to different locations and having different events just to cuss out them folk.
Cuss out who?
Mel, Marceau, Martell.
She was just using that
Whomever
transportation.
could, Destiny got it bad one year too. Like, whomever could pull up at that food truck, she was the business of, not the food,
The drama.
the drama. Tish, they coming? It's like, who coming? Girl, which is on the truck. Like, we would never get a menu. We would never see her, like, you know, you might see her serve a plate or two. It was never about the business. That whole skit with her with this food truck and the events, it would be pull up to get cussed out. Simple as that. And I'm proud of that. That last situation with her where she just cussed everybody out, I can't remember, was that Destiny or Mel? But somebody had an event and she pulled up, girl, and the folks got the worst cussing out ever. And I never saw any food that day. It's like, it's the damn food truck. Ain't it the food truck?
She's like, I don't want this food truck. This is just something my son-in-law made me do. But I'm going to use it for my benefit.
Girl, you didn't serve ice water.
I can't.
That's
I'm
not
glad.
food.
I'm happy that Miss Wanda is back. I feel like we are about to get some good TV.
I don't know
Bring
how
her
I feel
back.
about her back.
It's
she
so funny
was
too, because
a
like
lot.
reality television mothers, like as soon as the moms come on screen,
It changes everything.
it just builds their storyline so much, and I feel like it's an iconic piece of classic reality television.
It's iconic, all right. That's cussing out, and she has all these like sayings and reasonings.
Yeah.
And she is forever. You let me find out it's a baby. Tish won't check you, but I will. It's like, you're not married to that man. Get out of his house.
And you don't know what Tish has already done.
Well, even if she's done nothing, girl, my
It's
business.
her marriage. Let her run and how she's been.
No, then she'll give these examples. You know, my man,
Oh no, I can't stand that.
my husband,
See, I don't like that.
I will be checking him.
I don't like
Tish,
that.
get over here.
Don't compare.
There's definitely a comparison.
And that's how.
Here's the gag, though. I've never seen your man. Has anybody seen our man?
He either don't want to be on TV or
Does he exist?
he don't exist.
I'm gonna have to think about that. Maybe some episodes I don't recall, but maybe some episodes, you know, he popped up. I don't recall.
I don't know about that. Okay, so let's go to the next people. Obviously, we all want to talk about.
Do you want to talk about Tish and
Ken and Marquez? What's his
Listen,
name?
that's another thing.
Marceau.
No, that's
Martell.
What in the world is going on in
Marquez.
Huntsville that everybody
What is the-
got the same name?
What is the Mar? Is there a cult that is you gotta go and
Is
take
it the east side, west side? If you're born in this hospital, that hospital?
Cause what is the
What is the
Mars
setting for the
having
Mars?
with the Mars?
Because I've never heard somebody Mar in my entire
And then
life.
even obviously Mel's not on the show this year, but last year, all the other years I'm like Mel, Nail, like
What is all that
about?
about?
Yeah, I don't understand why everybody has the same names. It's weird.
Listen, folks, it's a
Letitia, Latricia, what? Because her name is Tisha.
Her name is Tisha, but it's
then
really...
Marcel's wife's name is Letitia.
And then Trish, what's her name?
Latricia.
I can't.
So what kind of... I need Carlos to talk about that ASAP. Because we've never really gotten that. And
now this is the thing. It was already heavy. You know, add another one.
It was already heavy.
It was already Marcel, Martel,
and Letitia,
and Tisha, Trisha. I'm confused.
So forgive us if we are mixing up people's names because it's just a lot.
It's only one name. It's two names. One boy and one girl. It's all the same. Y'all know what it is.
Like, okay, so let's talk about Ken, Trisha, and
Marquel.
Quiz.
Okay, him.
First of all, let's just get straight to the dagger because I want to talk about it. I know y'all want to talk about it. The Marquez situation, it's interesting because he's been placed in a villain role, right? Which we all see and we all know. But I do think that his emotion gets in the way of some of the valid points that I actually agree with. There's some situations to where I do agree with when it comes to his perspective. He is just not the best communicator.
That boy can't articulate.
He
can't explain himself. He can't get the thought together in his head to even surface down to get out of his mouth. I am so confused every time he opens his mouth. I have to take a whole full pregnancy moment. What you say again? Okay, that's what you said. What does that really mean? Okay, I'm about to catch it after the show because that's taking too much attention away from the show. He needs a whole dictionary just for him. I don't understand, sir, your process. I don't understand how you get up in the morning and even tie your shoes. Like, I'm confused. I don't know. The fact that you are responsible for other human beings
is frightening.
It's very frightening. The fact that you guys came together and made 3 babies. Scary in itself.
It's frightening as well.
Who are the parents? Where were the parents? Y'all went to the high school together. Obviously, there's one side of the high school that you all stayed on, designed just for y'all.
Yeah.
While the rest of the high school was educated and getting on to college.
Right.
I don't get it.
I don't get it
That
either.
boy said stuff out of his head, and you want to know, well, first of all, where do I place this? Because you just said this, but where does it go? What does it apply to? Because I'm confused.
And that's why, when he says certain things, I'm like, oh, I was with you right up until
this point. Exactly.
There. Because you are saying it, and then you're throwing in, oh, well, what about Trish? Or what about Trish? And Trish did this.
What about
Focus
you?
on yourself and what you're doing and how you can be better.
Listen, I'm so tired of, and I'm not going to male bash because women do it too, but I just got to take it in the perspective of what I'm tired of. I am really tired of the whole narrative of I can pull up on a woman and say whatever I want to say to her, and you want her to be so accountable. This is not your role. I'm a man. I'm tired of the deflection of that.
Yeah.
And I am definitely tired of, that's the reason, because I'm a man, I don't have to stand into my own thoughts. No accountability.
Yeah, because even with him always reiterating that he's the father, it's like,
what does that matter, dude?
We understand that those are your biological children.
We got that point.
Why don't you ever want to talk about how you gave your whole family away, including your children?
Well, this is my other thing. Who do you think you are to have got up and walked out? Now that this woman has moved on, did you want her to get the type of dude that don't care about your kids? Because you're hot and bothered.
She could have gotten that.
Well, you're hot and bothered that this man, Ken, is a responsible grown man that knows if I am trying to be with this woman, especially engaged, marriage, y'all sharing each other's home space,
I need to know.
I gotta engage and help her raise these kids.
Yeah, and they're not done being raised. He feels like
they're older now. They're teenagers. They're grown. They make their own decisions. They don't need you. Who are you?
But then he'll flip the script and be like, "What you're doing is affecting our children," and I agree.
Well, all y'all doing is affecting the children.
Yes.
Let's be clear.
Even with y'all just arguing like that in the living room, and him, while the older son, I think his name is Xavier, walking in the kitchen, and the cameras are
like
there.
17, 18 years old.
Yeah, 17 is not a grown adult. He's not.
He still very much so needs his mom, his dad, and a sense of direction and a sense of right and wrong.
Yeah.
That household right now for me, it's so chaotic.
It's so chaotic.
It's so chaotic.
It's so chaotic.
The fact that you now want to double back and come into this household, into this fold, but still desire her low-key. Because that's your
no high key, no high.
Your
no, he wants to get back.
You want her.
Yeah, and she's
like, I'm done.
This is the thing too. She probably processed through the 3 years or however many years he was gone of mourning the relationship.
Absolutely.
So when she actually filed, it's because she probably had mourned it.
Well, she had mourned
realized
it
that this is what's going on. He is just now coming to reality, moving back to Huntsville.
Yeah, she don't want me no more.
Yeah. And you moved on. And without me.
That's what it's really about.
Let's
talk about what it's really about.
That's all it's about.
So what it's really about is I left. Yes, I did. I abandoned you. I didn't send no child support. I didn't call. I wasn't involved. I didn't check on you, them, and nobody else.
Yeah.
My bad.
But I'm back now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I said I'm sorry.
So boot this ninja out of here, cause I'm back. I'm really the kid's daddy.
Right.
And I'm supposed to be up in here.
Yeah, and he's also said too, cause he don't get no respect.
Let me just say this. let me just we gonna go left just for a second. So some of y'all know, some of y'all may know. I was a teenage mom. I get it. You had kids, you're young. I'm gonna give you that. That's why I put that disclaimer out there. I was a teenage mom. However young, dumb, stupid, otherwise that I was, when it came time to identifying of the roles, I am the mother, you are the child.
Right.
Now what happens when you take on that role, the child can't witness too many times of the mommy being the child.
No.
You ninja. When you come over, you might as well get in the playpen with them. You are more immature than the children. Those kids have way more intellect, more communication. They can solve the equation way quicker with much more input. Every time he opens his mouth, all I really hear is Charlie Brown, wompity, wompity, womp.
And he just does not know how to communicate.
How do you go from, okay, cool, thank y'all for having me over. I'm talking about the last episode from last season when they had the cookout at the house.
Oh, right, at Trisha's house, yeah.
And, okay, the folks done said you can come. This is your children's thing. You don't want left field in these folks' yard. Like, it's always a situation where you buffoon and show up and embarrass these children. So for you to think for 1 second that these kids aren't affected, again, that makes me know that there's something wrong with you.
And I would appreciate if I was in her situation, obviously, because I'm not, but I would appreciate if he even just came to her and was like, this new family dynamic is already a lot for me to handle. So I am not going to be able to be around y'all the way that I want to show up and be around y'all. I can still take care of my kids now that I've moved back. I still want to pick them up on weekends or whatever the schedule is. But as far as trying to be a part of the family,
I can't.
This is too much.
I'm not capable.
And then the cameras. He's now come back into her life and she's a reality star. That has to be a lot.
Oh no, it's definitely a lot. It's a lot to adjust to. And, when you have a breakup and you've taken time to disappear, because that's basically what he did.
Doing, yeah.
He disappeared. And so when a person is not checked in or, keeping up with what's going on.
Right.
And you've left your home like this, the way he did, which is abandonment.
Yes.
You wanted to take some years and come back
and things just
and
pick
walk
up
in
when
the
you,
door
when you
as
left
though
out.
I left the toy here, so it's gonna still be here, and I'm gonna pick it up, and we're gonna play house.
That's
That's
not how
what's
life
going on,
works.
and life doesn't work that way.
And kids are growing up as you're taking a
Hiatus.
sabbatical of
Thank
your
you.
day-to-day routines as a father and as a husband. Your kids are still growing up, and so you may have left them in the 3rd grade and the 4th grade, but now they're in the 5th grade and
Those
the 6th
kids
grade.
are teenagers, and here's the other story that I want them to get into, and I feel like they're not going to do it this season, unfortunately. At what point is somebody going to be talking to them? Idiot boy don't talk to them. Ken don't really talk to them. It's just, or let me say this: when are they going to let us see the
What the
interaction?
conversations
What
are
is
like
the
with y'all's
conversation
children.
with these children?
Yeah, because honestly, they need to have more conversations with a therapist. I mean, mommy and daddy can help and we can explain ourselves, but we need a mediator because we can't effectively communicate. So how do you think that we're going to communicate with y'all when y'all have shown us bad habits on communication?
And I get that, but the fact that y'all walk around as though there's nothing to say to these children, that's bothersome for me.
And like you just said, I would like that to be on camera because maybe that is happening, but it's behind closed doors. And truth be told, if y'all are still communicating like this, that means that whatever the conversations are with the children,
it's toxic.
Yeah, it's not being.
It's very toxic.
Yeah, the mom is talking to the kids saying, "Well, this is my perspective," and the dad is talking to the kids saying, "Well, this is my perspective," and they're both pointing the finger at each other, which ultimately, as we all know,
That
puts
is
the
what's
kids
going
in the
on.
middle, and it's unfair. And then even, you know, the son being older and him in the, I think it was the first episode saying, "Oh, thank God, God just placed my son right here in the nick of time. Thank you, God. Thank you, son. Come on,
that's
we're
what
going to
I'm
go
saying.
eat."
That
It's just so, it's cringe because you don't realize how much you're putting your children. And this is the other thing too. You as a new reality star, I always give grace to new reality stars because you don't know what you look like on television. You're just living your life and the cameras just so happen to be there.
Right.
But once you watch that first season of You
would want to gather yourself.
It's crazy to see him act like this the first 2 episodes. I would have thought that he would have came back like, "Yo, I looked crazy last season."
And I'm gonna definitely come in this season with even his appearance, and I'm not speaking of his clothing. I'm speaking of the outward
the demeanor
that he wears.
He's angry and he's hurt.
But it's
okay to be angry and hurt, but you gotta go see somebody. You need to go see the lady.
Let me tell you something. I'm angry and hurt too today, but guess what? When I go out those doors, you're not gonna get. First of all, I don't know what's wrong with her, or
no.
What is she going through? You're just not gonna get that.
Stay in the house.
Just stay in the house with
Don't
that.
shoot that day.
And
I don't know what
another
the
thing.
answer is.
That excuse is not gonna work for me because you're on TV. And let's talk about that part real quick. Listen, when you want to stay in your house and look any kind of Mickey Mouse way, then that is fine.
Mickey Mouse.
When I go outside and I feel like, okay, today is not my best Judy day, I don't want to do it. I don't feel like it. I want to walk around here with my hair on top of my head. At the end of the day, I can't do that. I cannot do that. Because here's the thing. Due to some facts of maybe, where I live or what I do, or, what is the persona of Sonya. Once that's established, then that's what you got to come outside and be. Do you want that to be your persona? Because that boy,
he watched himself on season 1,
and
he came back season 2,
the same
and he
way.
ain't made no adjustments.
None.
So I think he's okay with it. Now, really quickly, because I know we're spending a lot on them, but can we please just talk about Trisha? Because you are not innocent.
Let me tell you something.
She thinks she is so in the right because, and the reason I think that she thinks she's in the right is because she has the full conviction of it don't matter what he says, what he does, he left me with these kids. And I understand that. I want to hold his feet to the fire for that. But I want to know, when is she going to allow herself to go through the steps of grieving that relationship? Because she's not. When is she going to allow herself to feel all the emotions and then actually communicate with logic. He is communicating with emotions. She is communicating with emotions. And then Ken just, you know,
he's in the middle.
I feel like Ken is a great guy and he's trying to do his best with a really sticky situation. But I think that even Ken needs to correct her sometimes. And I'm not sure if he's doing it off camera. I'm not saying that he's not. But I think that sometimes when you know she already has been with him since high school. She knows that Marquez, he's gonna have this type of attitude. He's gonna come with, he's gonna gaslight me. He's gonna do this.
Exactly
he's gonna do
what the
that. And she says these things before he even approaches the scene.
Right.
Cool.
Right.
So we already know these things. You would think that she has found a way of dealing with his type of personality and his type of antics, but instead she eggs it on, and it is so crazy to watch in real time because I know that years from now they're gonna look back and be like, what was I thinking?
What was any of this? But let's get into that. So I'm gonna get into that from a woman's perspective of going through divorce, raising the children, and a coaching perspective. When you go through those type of things, I too have had small children, gone through a divorce. You know, you got to deal with your own processes, your own processing of the marriage being dissolved,
which is tough.
That's one process. And then there's a whole nother set of process over here dealing with my kid's father is no longer in the household. Mm-hmm. I think the problem with them, or especially her, I think that once we started hearing last year of some of the other issues in her family dynamic, it shed a little more light on not only was that going on, but she had a lot going on in her family. And it also looks to me a little bit of, y'all kind of call her, y'all kind of
she's the rock.
Dump on her.
Yeah.
So she didn't have time to really process. Hey, you know what? This dude has left. How do I really feel? Other than the normal, I'm angry, I'm pissed off. You know, that's the normal stuff. I'm talking about the quiet stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about the work that you sit down and you process. This is what has happened. What about me? Mm-hmm. Yeah. How do I really feel about what has taken place?
Yeah.
Because a loss like that, and it is a loss, I call any relationship, whether it's a marriage, boyfriend and girlfriend, you know, it's a loss.
Yeah.
And it's almost like a funeral. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You're burying a relationship. Mm-hmm. You're burying this person that used to make you smile every day and was part of the reason why you got up and did what you did, and now all of a sudden this person's gone.
Yeah.
So I don't think she's had a chance to do that.
She hasn't, and it shows, to be honest. And,
no, it's very vivid.
And honestly, I think that, you know, I'm not saying, because cameras went up for them just one season ago. We don't have the full story of their lives, right?
Right.
But from what we have seen, it seems as though she moved on a little fast. It also seems like she's kind of suppressed her feelings into like working out and dating Ken and starting these businesses where she, you know, is doing personal training. And she's not really allowed herself to like feel and to actually go through the necessary steps to get to the other side of being able to deal with someone who does, you know all of your triggers, but they're not allowed to even have access to them anymore. Right. She gives him access every time. Scene.
Oh no, he shows up and just rips him.
And she just crumbles inside. It's almost like your parents, you know, that divorce, and everybody in the family knows don't ever put them in the same setting. And it's that one time that, you know, oh my God, I didn't know you invited dad, and he walks in and you just watch your mom just die inside.
Right.
Like it feels like that. Yeah. And I feel for the kids. I feel for Ken. I feel for.
Can we talk about that? I feel for Ken.
I feel for Ken a lot.
And here's the thing with him too, that after watching today's show, I really was checking him out.
Yeah.
You know, you can be convicted on being right.
Right.
Again, he loves her. I'm not saying he doesn't. He does love her.
Mm-hmm.
He obviously loves her enough that I feel as though he loves her children.
Mm-hmm.
I think, though, sometimes I look at them in that whole dynamic and they get into a mode of just being right. They are so gun-hold on.
Wow.
My point is right. I am valid. That's my woman.
Wow.
That it gets away to me in their heads of the real issues at hand.
Mm.
They're so busy being right.
That's an interesting perspective. I've not thought of that.
Yeah, it's like, well, wait a minute. Do you even really want this woman? Do you really even want Ken? Could either one of you imagine if maybe we should take a step back just a little bit? Like, Ken, maybe we shouldn't live together yet because this was kind of too soon. And let's just say it wasn't too soon. And now this dude is back, and this is the dynamic. Let me tell y'all something. I am always going to be pro-choice about a child. When you have children, I don't say that you can't date, you can't get married again. You can have relationships. I'm not saying that. So I don't want nobody to tear my head off about, oh, she said you can't have nobody because of a kid. That's not it. But from a parent that has raised a daughter and a son, married, not married, you really have to be careful in how you, especially mom, and I hate this, but I just got to keep it 100 for the people. Mom has to be really careful about trying to have a relationship and trying to have a life for herself. I'm sorry, guys.
Bringing men around.
Because at the end of the day, I'm not saying it's right. It's definitely not fair. These men get to go. They do what they want to. They got the woman. They do life. They do everything. And, you know, it's not affected their world the same way with children as it does with the mom with the children.
Yeah.
It's not fair, y'all, but I'm just telling you it's the truth.
It is what it is.
Moms have to be careful in getting so caught up in what's good for her or what's even right for her. And I'm saying that to say they may need to take a step back just a little bit.
And I thought they were last season. It seemed as though
it wasn't going to work with them being in the same house.
And they had a huge blow up, and they, you know, Ken was kind of just like, you know, you got a lot going on, and I want to support you.
Myself.
And it seemed like they were going to start this season like we're still together, we're still dating,
but we're just not in the house together.
But we just slow down a little bit.
I'm going to be honest with you.
That's what they need.
I think that needs to happen.
I think that the kids too.
So that everyone can just breathe.
I think it's because every relationship, if there are kids involved, are the most important thing, as we all know.
And these kids are not being put first.
I feel like the kids would be, you know, I do feel like they are grateful to have someone like Ken to be able to give them movie money. And I know he's mentioned like, you know, I bought your son a car.
Yeah, let me tell you something. I would never take from him the fact that he is a father figure. I would not take that from him.
But y'all are not looking at it from an emotional standpoint. Obviously, children need to be provided for. Children need food, shelter, clothing, transportation. But I do think that when a child craves and wants their parents, no one can fulfill that void. No. Even if you are buying me a car and paying for me to go to prom.
And I'm seeing you love my mom,
and
which is important to a kid too.
But I still want my father.
I still want my father.
And I think that
earth, and I still want my father.
And I think that even some of Marquez's insecurities get in the way of that. It's like sometimes you don't need to show up with all that Ken shows up because you know that you fall short.
So stop trying.
So maybe you should try to show up in the ways that you know you can show. Take them to the park, give them advice, help them with their homework. Things like that is where you can continue to be able to bond with your children and feel a little bit more adequate and secure in your role as their father.
Right. Well, I totally agree.
It's that male ego.
Kids don't care about money. I know it sounds like they do, and I know it seems like they do. Because they're always asking for something.
No, the mother's always asking for something.
But I'm going to tell you something.
Father.
A kid does not care about any money. They don't care about child support. They don't care about money.
No, but a mom is drilling in the kids.
He don't do nothing for you.
No, not even that. More so, this is who is doing for you.
Right.
Look at Ken. paying for you to go on this field trip or paying for you to da-da-da, or you know your dad didn't pay for that, you know Ken paid for that. You're making the children go in between a rock and a hard place, and it's not fair.
Yeah. This is my thing, though, and this is what I'm saying. Unfortunately, I think that they need to move just one step backwards.
Yeah.
Can you move out the house and get an apartment? Maybe for 6 months.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But what has to happen, she needs to be able to open that door for Marquez and say, come in and have a seat, and set down some boundaries that deal with, we're no longer together. These are your children.
She's not ready for that yet. And neither is he.
And so now,
having your friend, Trisha's friend was sitting on the couch telling Marquez about himself. It is just so many boundaries that crosses in their relationship. It's so messy and chaotic. It is crazy. I'm literally screaming at the TV as I'm watching the episodes. It's just insane. And they need to just start over fresh, get a therapist involved, do individual counseling and family counseling with the kids. That's it. Shut everything down until that happens, because it's a disaster.
It's a disaster. And when you're moving, when it starts off moving messy like that,
that's the foundation.
It's the foundation. It's a crumble effect.
Where can we go from here? Nowhere.
Well, not even one part of it is a solid.
And that's why
it's an issue.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more of them this season. Obviously, their storyline is a really big one that everybody wants to discuss. But let's move on to Martell. Dating? Is that the right word?
No, wait, stop.
He's dating his second baby mother now, after calling her a peasant. I think he said last season about
it. But this
never publicly claiming her.
And they've been together for
with
years.
Her when he was married to Mel, having an outside child with her. I mean, he's done nothing but totally disrespect her, at least in the public eye. And now he is confiding into Destiny
about furniture,
saying that if
rings.
she plays her cards right, she might get a ring. What kind of pimp do you think? I just cannot subscribe to Martell shenanigans once again.
Listen, and let me tell you what really sealed it for me. I watched it today, but the latest episode. Destiny is like, so the fact that they're discussing the ring and he's still saying, well, you know, she keep on playing her cards right, she can get a ring, but the fact there's still a butt on it. So Destiny challenged the butt. Like, okay, well, you either do or you don't.
Or you don't.
Do you know if you don't know? He was like, I'm saying, yeah, but I still got to see a few things. I like to see the way she moves. This is what I'm sick of too. Man, the margin needs to go up. You're talking about she's the one because, well, she cooks. She take care of me. You said she take care of you before she mentioned she take care of those kids, how responsible she is for herself. Any accolades that she may have going on for herself, it was all about
Cook, clean.
Me.
She takes care of me. And my thing is, if she does take care of you, because all those things can be
those
true,
are great things.
Why have you always publicly just... you have treated her publicly. I don't even want to say that she's been second, because I think it's much lower.
No, she's been none.
You have been just called a peasant. You were known as the mistress, and then you had the baby, and now they flash a picture of her on the TV.
And it's voila.
I go to her Instagram page, and her and Martell has had their first, I guess, public photo where they've done a collab post together. And I guess it's to show the public, like,
we're together.
This is not a secret anymore. Like, this is my girl. But I'm curious to know if she's ever heard how you find them is how you lose them.
Every time.
Because what are you going to do once he does actually get with you? And
then he goes
bombs you, puts you on this pedestal, make you the woman in his life, potentially even have more children, because I think he originally wanted 6 children with Melody.
Oh, Jesus.
And so, and you think that, okay, I'm riding off in the sunset, and he does this again to you.
He does it again.
How is that gonna play out?
And ladies, I hate to say it, but I'm bearing witness 9 out of 10 times. I'm not saying every time, so don't call me with your story. Don't DM me. I'm saying if you got it like that, baby, I'm happy for you. But I'm just telling you, 9 times out of 10, that is exactly what happens. History repeats itself, and now you got children involved.
A lot.
It's the same. It's gonna be another set of mail.
Whose
house do you go to for Christmas, for Christ's sake?
I don't.
Who gets daddy first? Whose phone call weighs more? Because that's what you're setting up.
You can't choose. I don't know. I don't. And like I just said with Trish and Ken's storyline, I'm interested to see Martell's storyline this season.
Oh, no, I'm excited for him, the fact that you have one, because last year, I don't know what that was. You were just there with them tight ass suit on.
You're still wearing the tight suits.
I need to let you, please, who's your Taylor?
And do y'all like that in Huntsville? Is that what y'all like, Martell?
Because maybe it's us.
Oh.
I don't care what town it is, so okay. I don't want my man.
Well, speaking of the tight suits and Martell, can we switch subjects and right on long go to Martell sitting in Nell's house asking for an apology?
This dude is a joke.
Crazy.
Let me tell you something. I lost respect from him probably the second season of how he even deals with when he was married to Mel, and I watched the interaction with his mom. I immediately understood some things.
Because you see where he
comes
from.
Because I saw the dynamic between him and his mother. And I was like, Mel, baby, you didn't stand a chance.
You didn't stand
I'm sorry, but you
didn't
didn't
stand a chance. She really didn't.
You, with this, let me tell you what that is. That is the insecurity in him from trauma in his childhood. You are owed something. I don't know if it's from your dad or from your mom. I don't know.
Because we never heard about
your father. And we didn't see enough of interaction with your mom to really do a full synopsis of what's going on.
Yeah.
But I can tell you this. It stimulates from childhood. It stimulates from he feels that he's owed something. Everyone's owed him.
Is crazy.
Yes. So it's always about, even when I do something to you, well, you made me do it. What about me?
Narcissist in the flesh.
I did something to you, and I came over and I apologized. But now you owe me an apology. And you're sitting there talking about, well, huh? And that is his narrative.
That is his MO for life. Again,
for
everyone and everything.
Situation everyone.
Nell's literally mentioning a photo where she got obviously dragged through the mud before the season even started. When the photo, I guess, went public all over the internet. I didn't even know about this until the show came out. But apparently she was asking, like, we know that you set up schemes that Todd made.
Right.
That is your type, and that is what you are
definitely
known for. So it's a valid question for me to come to you and say, hey, the internet was completely dragging me, saying that I was not supporting Mel as my friend because I'm in a photo with your new girlfriend who is also the person that you cheated on with Mel and had a child. And she's like, you didn't come to my defense. Did you set it up? Like, I'm curious to know how was this photo even taken? It was so quick. And now it's this narrative being painted around me. She's coming to you with full concern, and she's already gone through the fire. She said that she was bullied all over the internet. So she's not coming to you, time later, whether it be weeks or months, whenever they're filming this particular scene. And he has the nerve to turn around and say, well, I feel like the fact that you're accusing me of something so heinous, I owe an apology. And then they'll apologize. This is key manipulation and narcissist behavior.
That's exactly.
It is just crazy.
That situation where you take your finger and you're doing this. I'm pointing at you, talking about you owe me an apology. But the rest of these, you did wrong.
But that's what you normally do, and you've been able to get away, and it works. You saw Nell apologize to him. So of course he's gonna continue to do it until y'all hold him
Listen.
accountable. Y'all need to hold Martell accountable.
And you never do.
He is
And
not
he's
fine. I don't know why
I don't
y'all
even
don't.
understand the hype.
Why do y'all not hold him accountable? It's just odd.
That he is like the catch of the day.
It is. It's very odd. I don't.
Yes, I can name a couple of dudes on there that I
Now
have
you know who does hold him accountable. Because let's move on to conversation. Marceau.
Oh, he ain't playing with a baby. I don't care.
You know, I've come to like Marceau over the years. I know that he was the original villain.
Yeah.
But now that the tables have turned, I'm not saying that I'm a Marceau fan, because I wouldn't say all that. But sometimes
he
I'm like, okay, Marceau. You know, sometimes he surprises me, and I like when Marceau surprises me.
Listen, Marceau will check her brother Tucker. I don't care what you got. Yeah, the bad. I don't care.
Yeah.
When it comes to this here, bruh, we gonna keep it 100.
Yeah, and he is like all last season about, oh, you know, all these threesomes, and you know, you cheated on your wife from back in college up until now.
You was with me in Atlanta.
You was with me, and we were with women, and don't try to lie. And I'm not putting past Marceau.
I'm not saying he didn't do it.
I'm not saying he didn't do it. But let me say this:
he didn't do all that with you.
Well, he did some.
He did something with him.
He may have, allegedly.
You probably did do a thing.
Well, Martell knows some stuff, and I'm sure they all know some stuff about each other. Let's be honest. Come on,
the boys' club.
Small town. They've known each other for years.
But here's my thing: when the truth don't work, you just gotta lie.
Well, I also like Marceau is like, oh, you want to tell some of my dirt? Let me tell some of your dirt. You know, Marcel's gonna hold him. Marceau is gonna hold him accountable. And I like the way he kind of punks Martell a little bit, because no one else seems to do it.
No one else can do it.
Even Destiny being like his best friend of the show.
She don't have that power.
I'm like, sis, you are a woman with a child. Who's, you know, we don't know much about your baby father or your ex-husband, whomever he was. But from a single parent and as a woman, you would think that, and she does hold Martell accountable sometimes, but
not enough.
Not enough for me, honestly.
Not enough.
Yeah, I want to have a little bit.
And I'm gonna say this too, because I didn't agree with a lot of stuff with Melanie, and I love Melanie. No shade.
Last season, she didn't want to film.
She didn't want to film, and we wanted you to go ahead and go on to the house.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this: even with the Martell and Melanie and Destiny situation, that's chaotic.
It was sticky
because of who? Martell.
Yeah.
You're the villain in all these situations.
I think that Martell enjoys it a little bit too much.
I'm telling you, it's some childhood trauma.
He likes the attention.
Of not getting that attention, or not being affirmed, or feeling like someone owes me because I didn't get.
Yeah.
It's a definite flaw. It sets him up to be narcissistic as hell. I'm like, you are a narcissist for real, dude.
Yeah, and it's translated into his older age and
into all aspects of his life, though.
Yeah.
He's that way in personal life, in business life, in friendships.
Yeah.
It's like, at what point do you check in with yourself and be like, listen,
yeah,
let me do a reflection here, because everybody can't be wrong about me.
Yeah, and like I said before, I love when Marceau holds Martell accountable, because it is just the funniest thing, and no one obviously ever does it as well. But when is Letitia, Marceau's wife, going to hold her husband Marceau accountable? Because it's just never gonna happen. Are we on season 10? We've seen 10 years, and they were already married 10 years prior to the cameras even ever showing us these people.
The boys, their son is 18, so they're definitely going on a good cool 20. They're
going on 20 years, and so the cameras have been up for 10. We didn't see them the first 10 years of their marriage, but from the 10 that we have seen, you never hold him accountable. And again, that just circles around to the beginning of this live. Miss Wanda feels like she's the one that has to hold him accountable, because you don't.
Because you don't. And that's really bad. But here's the thing, too. I get it that you and Marceau had this dynamic, because when they first came on TV, it was very different than it is now.
It was very different.
She has come out of the shell.
She was a housewife.
I am educated.
Yeah.
I have input. I want to be outside.
Yeah.
Helping us build this lifestyle and this legacy that we are building for our children. I applaud her for that. but it frustrates me, being the type of woman I am. It frustrates me to see her never put him to the challenge. A woman's place is a woman's place, and I'm gonna stand by my man outside because I'm not trying to embarrass you. So I know that's part of it. These cameras are rolling. They're in our home. They're in our lives. They're in our business. But I do not like to see where you are not. There's not been a space created enough in your relationship for you to be able to strongly voice how you feel. And this is not a secret. We've been talking about it for 10 years.
10 seasons, right.
All the girls have talked about it.
With her for 10 seasons.
The guys have talked about it with him.
Yeah.
So it's not a secret.
But for it to still not be going on.
It would be refreshing for me, for her to just tap that a little bit. Just hold a little bit of accountability and say, you know what? Today, though, Marcel, I'm going to stand on this.
And she just, it's like she almost goes for it, and then she goes straight to the edge.
She goes to the edge, but she never jumps.
It's like, girl, just press the red button already.
No.
Great Scott. It is just insane.
And don't let it be where them chicks gang up on her. She's all out war.
Oh, well, I mean, the thing is, too, I think with Letitia, I think she is another example. She's watched herself on the show for years and years. And apparently, she doesn't see what we just spent 5 minutes talking about with her and Marcel. But she sees when the girls are getting up on her, and she's loud bucking back at them, but she's not bucking back. I'm like, Dr. Heavenly, do that to your husband. Why are you doing that to us?
Because we're not the enemy.
But you want to take it out on us, what you can't do to your husband?
This is easier. It's easier to buck on you than it is to buck with him.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to see some more from this season. I'm gonna need to see her come in a little bit. And the very first scene, I'm like, my girl looks good. She looks half her age.
Let me tell you something.
Beautiful.
Pretty girl, beautiful, smart.
The body.
And I love a body and brain package. She is that girl. He messed up with her. He's lost a champion. Mother, educated, smart, run a business. She put that hard hat on, not to mess with that dirt and that soil. Take that off, put that suit on, and go up in that office and call shots.
Yeah.
I will never take that from her.
Yeah, I love that side.
I love that. I love to see that. Yeah. Black woman that's really got it together, the total package. Mm-hmm. She's there for those kids. She's not, I don't feel like she's weak with them or too overbearing with them. Like we really have seen her mommy raw. Mm-hmm. Nails it. Yeah. She nails taking care of him.
Yeah.
So does. I love the fact that she is the total package. Yeah. It just, because she's such a gem, I want her to just be treated right.
A little bit. She needs to just
can you just give a little extra tap every now and then?
A little bit. I just want to.
Because she is that gem. She deserves every and anything.
Yeah, you can tell she's a submissive wife. She's figured out how to also balance being an alpha woman and being professional when she needs to.
Yes.
And I think she does well as far as turning that on and off. I just think that we all want her to just cuss Marcel out just a little bit.
One time?
Just a little bit.
One time.
Okay, he get away with so much.
No more, dog. He got to do it but one time for me.
It's
I'm
just
good.
like...
I'm going to take that one time and I'll spread it all over the other season to come on.
It's just crazy.
If you just do it one time.
Just once.
Can I write it in?
Yeah. Can you just... Yeah, maybe we should...
Can you write that in?
We'll DM
just
you.
One time.
We'll DM you, sis, and let you know our thoughts. Okay, so let's move on to Chris and Nell's son had a baby on Destiny. I didn't know they were dating. I mean, I felt like at the reunion last season is when I was like, oh, okay, she's now dating Chris and Nell's son. But prior to the reunion, I never really saw a storyline in the show. I know they showed them maybe having one conversation, but it didn't give off we are dating.
It didn't give off we were dating, but it did give off that they definitely kick it on a regular basis.
Without the cameras, evidently.
Right, and it did give off to me that Destiny, I don't think, was necessarily kicking it with nobody else.
You know, Destiny, because she's also, just like we just did with Letitia,
that
same
beautiful
thing.
Girl.
Beautiful, mother,
the hair, and she helping her dad. Like, she
I love
holds it
that.
down.
Love it. I'm not sure what happened in your childhood to make you feel as though no one needs to claim you. Or are you just not in the titles? Because we just went through this last season with the producer, and thank God they're not on this season.
Please.
But we just went through this last year
with that other couple.
Where the other, guy was supposedly dating you on and off for 10, 15, 20 years, and then he up and, married your producer, and he comes into the picture saying he never claimed you. Now the wife comes into the picture saying, I never knew nothing about you, and now we're hearing a repeat
situation.
And so I'm not sure if
that really was my girl who was just kicking it because I got a whole baby and a baby mama over here.
So what is with that? Is it just you don't want anything serious because you're still, dealing with your child's father and that fallout and what that looks like? And if so, then why can't we just date? Why does it have to be, my man had a child on me? That wasn't your man, boo. I don't think that was that.
Sorry, but not serious.
And I know
I'm not saying it's a baby mama man either. I don't know who man he is.
Well, I know this is only the second episode, so she may come out like, y'all, that was not my man. We went out on a couple of days. Y'all need to relax with that. She may come out and say that, but I want some clarity on what is these situationships that you keep getting in, Destiny, because you got too much going on.
Situationships, because they're not relationships.
And you got too much going for yourself.
And she is definitely another one that's the package. You got it going on. Strong girl. You're raising your son. You got a business of your own. You're helping your dad, caretake for him. Those are a lot of hats, and she seems to be mastering them. And I'm going to go and say she may be in a season of, I'm getting over being hurt, but I'm not healed yet.
But that's fine.
And I'm free falling now.
And that's fine, but let's just say
But let us know that that's what you're doing.
But let's just say I'm dating. If I go out with a guy 10 times, I like to date him. I like to date him.
Right, but just say
it's not my boyfriend.
It's not my boyfriend. That's my thing.
I'm sure he's probably dating other people as well.
But he's not over there saying that's my girlfriend.
No, and that's fine. But let's call a spade a spade. These situations,
I never know what's
they've got to stop.
And
honestly, for that to be your storyline every season,
I'm ready for something else.
Can we talk about something else? And
I'm ready for one of them business. I don't know if it's the basement business, the upstairs business, on the roof, on the side. But I'm ready to see that part of her.
I like when they show the business. I like when they show the father, like you mentioned. I just need something else. Like
tangible that says Destiny is on this show.
Yeah, I want to get a little bit something else. Destiny always gives me a friend of the show.
Yeah, you give me a friend of the show. And
unfortunately, last year I do feel like she stepped up, but it was by default with such a terrible situation that she unfortunately had to go through her real personal life.
Right.
So I feel like that was the only, season that she really showed up. But I always feel like she just kind of, I don't know, she falls to the waistline sometimes.
Right. And it's like the show is going on. Oh, yeah, let's bring Destiny out.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, Destiny, girl, you look good. But I'm going to need you to come to work with something else.
And the single parenthood, not easy. You seem to be nailing it, killing it, with still being able to navigate these other things in your life. And those things are difficult on the day-to-day basis. Mm-hmm. But I just want to see, can we see the things you're navigating on a daily basis?
Because we didn't see that child.
I don't even see anything.
We didn't see that ex-husband.
Well, we don't even see, can we see how you're cleaning out, whichever room you're cleaning out for the basement? Can we see you on the phone, maybe ordering the supplies?
It's always her in my tail.
I can never see you in your home.
Or her talking about a man that done me wrong. It's like, okay, I'm tired of that storyline. She's just too pretty. She's too pretty and she's got too much going for herself.
For that to be her narrative.
Yeah, I'm tired of settling.
Destiny, don't let them do that to you, girl. Bounce back.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
Don't let them keep being wrong.
Let's wrap up with Kimmy and Maurice.
Ooh, they so cute.
Because I like them.
I do. But can we talk about it? I don't know.
Maurice is a lawyer.
Very much so.
And I have to remind myself of
sometimes
that.
When they're interacting.
When he gets to saying things a certain way.
It's like there's that lawyer side.
Or defending himself the way that he, defended when she asked him, have you had any side chicks signing NDAs? And he was like, I haven't had anybody signing any NDAs. And it's like,
That was so
it's very like
broad. That was so. Let me tell you what that was so. And I was a little upset about that, but I'm gonna have to go and get him a hands up. You held that down. You answered that question and scoot right on up out of there.
And got up out of there.
I answered your question.
Now let me get back to
No
me.
reflection. No more bounce back. Back over here.
The lawyer tactics.
I don't like that. I don't like that. That's your wife.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Can I get
You
more?
say that for the crew. You say that for outside. And I'm not saying that, when you're a lawyer, you turn it off. I'm a coach. This is what I do. And I know that sometimes I have to catch myself. Okay, you're not coaching. You're not teaching. You're not dealing with your kids in school. You're at home. You're dealing with your own family. So watch your response or how you're interacting with them. They're not those people.
Right.
I think with him, he does it in such a sly way. And I don't know if Kimmy feels like it's not worth the argument, so she doesn't go back and forth.
That's a build up though, Kimmy. That's gonna
and it's gonna burst.
It's gonna build
It's gonna burst. If that is what you're doing, that's gonna burst.
I hope that's not what she's doing.
I don't know what it is, but she either laughs it off. And usually when people laugh stuff off, it's because they don't want to.
There's something deeper there.
It's confrontation.
Yeah, even last season, going through the mug shot with the lipstick and the whole, shenanigans, which I didn't play into because I don't believe all of that. But even at the reunion, when the questions were, so Maurice, tell us what happened. What was the dynamic? And he was very just like, oh yeah,
generic.
we was 5 minutes up the street. Kimmy was in the car, and then I dropped her off, and then that was just it. I don't know what was the other questions. It's very lawyer.
No,
and we all wear multiple hats. We're all, daughters, mothers, wives, professionals. We know how to switch hats. Maurice,
he does never switch that hat.
You are.
And then there's another narrative issue with apparently when Kimmy's son and Monster were in the same household, when
that was a dynamic between the ex-wife.
Well, it's going to come up as an issue because it's on previews for next week, and it's going to get into that.
Yeah.
So you can't keep playing that lawyer out. We're not at the office. This is real life. This is your real life.
Yeah.
This is not the client's life.
Yeah, and then I also saw, speaking of previews, is that Kimmy in the season trailer that gets into it with Nell saying she gonna dunk her in the pool?
Wait a minute. I had to say,
what episode is that gonna be on?
Wait, but these the two season chicks since the Muslim tour and got it together.
And they're always, they're cool. They've always been cool. What is that gonna be about?
I don't know what that's about at all.
I don't know either. That's interesting.
That I cannot wait.
Yeah, I'm excited. This season seems like it's gonna be a good season. I don't think Love and Marriage has a bad season.
Not really. And let me say this. The reason why I'm so excited about this season is because, I'm sure I'm not the only fan, but with all that was going on, and then, this is not going to be on, then you feel like, oh my God, am I going to lose one of my favorite shows?
Because last year was
it was a lot. And we were questioning, are we going to lose one of our shows that we really, really love?
Carlos was like, who spread that rumor? He was like, when did y'all ever hear me say that potentially we were going? He was like, we're the number one show on all. Why would they get rid of the number one show?
This season, it's only been episode number 2, but I can tell already.
I'm excited.
You got busy, and you made sure that we are thoroughly entertained. You made sure that these people continue on, even with missing parts and missing people. That continued on as though life was the same beat. So I do like that.
Yeah.
I'm excited about to continue watching this.
Yeah, I am
really,
too.
really am.
I'm not excited about, y'all know Carlos likes to take this summer spring break vacation in between the seasons. Get back
home, Carlos. How you start the new season and dipped on us?
Every season that Love and Marriage comes on, it's 10 episodes or something, and then they go off for 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, and then they come back with another 10 episodes. I'm like, I'm not looking forward to that, but I am looking forward to what we've seen so far.
Oh no, I feel like he definitely got busy and nailed it far as content, what he's gonna be talking about.
Yeah.
These people's lives are interesting.
Yeah.
We don't have to focus on just one character who has left the left the complete franchise. I love the fact that he really came out the bag the first 2 episodes
with Let's
to
Go.
say, hey people, I'm not going to disappoint.
Yeah.
And Carlos, you have not disappoint.
Yeah, he never does.
You're bringing it this season. I will be excited to see all that's going to unfold and how you're going to leave us in a cliffhanger in about 8 weeks.
But we will be there. It doesn't matter how many weeks you leave us for. We will be there.
We will be there. No, but he's not this season.
Okay, so before we leave, I know I started the video off with saying this is our first live, and I feel like we had so much fun. I can't wait to do this about all the other shows that we already watched.
Guys, you really want to get into this. The gag is, even though the camera's rolling,
this is how we normally.
Sonique and I do this every week with all the shows.
Yeah.
You know, you might see us get up and run through the house and come back. Like, this is what we do anyway. We sit and watch these programs together and we dissect them.
Yeah.
And we have a good time doing it. And so we really just wanted to come on and spread some joy and show you guys, hey, get a partner up, do a group or whatever, and really get into some of this good reality TV that's on.
So before we leave, because I know that this is something new, I just want to tell you guys who we are separately and how you guys can continue to follow us in our journeys. So, Mom, could you tell them your name, what you do, and where they can follow you on social media?
Okay, so I am a certified life coach. I recently am a behavior technician now, certified. I have been doing that type of work for a very long time. You know, it's part of my gifting, it's what I do. I actually do love it. I love inspiring young women as well as teens, and just love having real conversations that other people don't want to have. So that's why I like coaching. That's what I do. You can catch me, excuse me, y'all, my throat is killing me. On Instagram, I am Coach Sonia. If you just Coach Sonia, there I am. You'll see my whole page. And if you scroll through my page, you'll see some funny things that I have taped and done in the past. But I am going to get back involved with that real soon. I'm ready to go on and just be my natural me. I'm not a traditional coach, guys. I come on, I make fun, I poke. But then sometimes I come on, I get real serious about subjects that really come across my mind or I really have a passion for. And I get into it. So look forward to that as well. I won't put a day or time date on it yet because I am kind of reforming and regrouping in my own personal life.
We love a rebrand.
But yeah, I'm definitely going to get into some things and bring you guys some real hardcore conversations about life. Hey, Thursday I turned 60. I got a lot of hardcore situations about life. Yay. Trust and believe that.
It's Leo season. Me and my mom are both Leos, so we'll be celebrating birthdays on our socials. And as you guys know or may not know, I am a handbag designer. And you guys can obviously follow me here on YouTube. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Put the notification bell on so you guys will know when we're going live. Yes. We'll figure out a schedule of when we'll go live and what we'll be discussing. But for now, you guys can follow me on all socials, Sonique Saturday. And yeah, I don't know. Our next show we'll have to, I know right now we're wrapping up like Atlanta Housewives, so maybe our next show I'm so excited about. Yeah, Salt Lake City, since Atlanta is over.
I die for those girls. Yeah, one of my favorites.
We will definitely give you guys full dialogue about Salt Lake City. But it's some other shows that we're watching now too, so we'll figure out how to incorporate some of the other shows in some of our lives as well.
Well, I just thought of one too. When we get off of here, I'm going to tell you this. You guys are going to love. I know everyone watched this show. They would love to talk about it.
Oh well, don't leave them hanging. They want to know.
So the show Forever.
Forever, yes. Forever on
Love the
Netflix.
show.
We love that
Super
show.
fan of
and
the
we're
creator.
super late, but I don't think that we're like late to the point where we can't talk about it. We'll talk about it for just one live. Yeah. We won't do several.
No.
But
I definitely want to talk about that show because we need to talk about that show.
Yeah, we love Forever. We got on the bandwagon super late because we were traveling, but we love Forever on Netflix. Shout out to Mara Brecker-Keel.
I love her.
And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching our first live, and we'll see you guys next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Say goodbye to the people because you've been in the video the whole time.
Right.